Tanya Marie and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video I wanted to show you guys how to create this everyday makeup look using only high street brand products. So we're going to start off with a face primer and I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Infallible Mattifying Base. It feels super velvety on your skin and I really think it helps to create a great base for your foundation. So I'm going to squeeze a small section onto the back of my hand. And I'm just going to apply this to my skin. So now we're going to move on to the foundation and I'm going to be using the Maybelline Fit Me foundation in shade 220. This foundation offers affordability, a mattifying base and great coverage. So let's go ahead and apply it. So what I'm going to do is again squeeze some of it onto the back of my hand. You can obviously top that up as we need to go with a small foundation style brush. I'm just going to go ahead and apply this to my skin. And then with my beauty blender I'm going to blend it all in. And that's done. Once you're happy with your foundation and how that looks, we're now going to move on to eyebrows. And for that, I'm going to be using my Rimmel London eyebrow pencil in shade Black Brown. And to clean up the edges, I'm going to be using my Maybelline concealer in shade 20. I would also really recommend you guys to purchase some disposable mascara ones, as they're great for brushing through the hairs and keeping them nice and tidy. So, to start off with, I'm going to get my pencil. And I'm just going to line the bottom and top. Really gentle strokes, you don't want to have any harsh lines. Don't worry if you're not too perfect because we're going to go back with the concealer to clean up the edges as well. And nice and easy. And then the top. Okay, so all I've done is just filled in the bottom and the top. And now I'm just going to fill in the gaps with gentle strokes. And with the inner corner, I'm just going to be brushing up, following the growth of the hair. So once you're happy with how you filled in your eyebrow, we're now going to go with the concealer and we're going to line around the edges to give it that real sharp look. So again, with the back of the hand, I'm going to apply the concealer like this. And I'm using an angled brush from Studio. And on the end of this, it's also got a little blending style brush, which I like to use as well. So I'm just going to dab it onto the brush and I'm just going to line. So once you're happy with how that looks, I'm going to use the other side of the brush. So just blend it out. You can find this style of brush anywhere, so it doesn't obviously need to be this particular one, but I just find it a lot easier to blend with a different brush so that the product's not all on it already. So now with your disposable mascara on, we're just going to brush through to give it that more natural edge. So I'm just going around the edge. And that is done. And now we're just going to repeat it with the second eyebrow. So once you're happy with your eyebrows and how they look, we're now going to move on to highlighting. So with my concealer, I'm going to apply this underneath my eye in a triangle shape. And I'm also going to do a line right down my nose. And also underneath my cheekbone. And we're going to go ahead and blend that in with our beauty blender. So once that's all blended in, we're now going to go ahead and contour, and for that I'm going to use a concealer by C.A.K.E Cosmetics. I'm going to open the pot, and with my angled brush I'm going to dab it in, and I'm going to apply this to my cheekbones. So as a guide, I'm going to apply it where the top of my ear is to the edge of my lip. Same. And I'm also going to apply this to my forehead as well. Don't put too much because it could come out too heavy, so we can obviously always top up as we go on. So then with my Real Techniques Beauty Buffer Brush, I'm going to buff that into the skin. Once that's all blended in, we're now going to apply some translucent powder to set the makeup. So I'm going to be using the Banana Powder by Makeup Revolution. So what I'm going to do is open the pot, and I'm going to drop some of the powder onto a clean tissue. And with a disposable sponge, I'm going to dip that in. And I'm going to apply this to my eye. We're going to apply this to the whole face, but right now we're just going to focus on the highlighted areas. And then with my blusher brush, I'm just going to blend that in. And then I'm going to go ahead and apply this to the whole face. This just takes away the shine and sets the makeup into place. My eyelids tend to build up a lot of oil, so I'm going to use a smaller brush to focus the powder into that area. Just making sure I'm getting in the crease. So now we're going to go ahead and apply some blusher just to add some colour to the cheeks, and for that I'm going to use C.A.K.E Cosmetics blusher in shade Curvy. So with my blusher brush here again, I'm going to do a big smile and apply this to the apple of my cheeks. It's super pigmented, so only a small amount to start with, and then you can build it up as you go along. There we are. Now we're going to go ahead with the highlighter, and I'm going to be using the L'Oreal True Match highlighter palette. I love this palette. It comes in a range of different colours, and what's great is it also comes with a little brush as well. So we're going to go ahead with the brush and rubbing this into the gold. I'm going to apply this to the top of my cheekbones. And then with my finger, I'm just going to blend that. I'm also, with a smaller brush, going to apply this into the inner corner of my eyes. And also under the arch of my eyebrow. And lastly but not least, straight down the nose. Blend that in with my finger. So to finish off the look, we're going to go ahead and apply some mascara, and for that I'm going to use my favourite mascara at the moment, which is by C.A.K.E, and it's the Extra Sculpt Volume Mascara in black. I think that's the only shade it comes in anyway. So we're going to go ahead and apply this to the lashes. I really like to take time on my lashes and build them up slowly. So and then we're going to go ahead and apply this to the bottom lashes as well. I'm happy with that. We'll go ahead with the other one. It's always good to get different angles of the brush as they achieve different effects. So for example, applying it this way really gives the end lashes a nice lift. And obviously this way it adds a thickness. Once you're happy with your mascara, the look is complete. So guys, that's it from me today. Thank you so much for watching. Please feel free to comment below, and if you like what you see, subscribe. I've also included a link to every product used in today's video in the comments below. So thank you again, and hopefully see you guys next week for my next video. Bye!